there, my name is Marley and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today we are going to be doing my September TBR video where I'm going to talk about all the books I plan to read in September, which is my birthday month. September is always a very busy month for me as well, as I volunteer at the Toronto International Film Festival, but hopefully I will be able to get through all of these books. So starting out, I want to tell you about the 3 books I plan to read for my monthly reading vlog, which I always do, and I always welcome you guys to try and guess what the theme of this reading vlog is going to be based on the books. So first up, I'm going to read Twice Shy by Sarah Hogle. This is an adult romance book. It is about this girl who inherits this house, but when she gets there, she sees that someone else has also inherited it, a man, and so they end up kind of disagreeing over what to do with this house that they have both inherited. He seems to be like a grumpy kind of guy, so I think it's going to be like a grumpy sunshine, and then throughout dealing with this house and I assume sort of fixing it up and stuff like that, I think are gonna fall in love. I read one other Sarah Hogle book and I absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite romances of all time. So I've really been excited to get to this for a while. Then I want to read 7 Days in June, and this is by Tia Williams. This is another romance. I believe this one's a little bit more literary fiction feeling rather than the sort of rom-com of Twice Shy, but from what I know about this one, people love this and it seems to be one of the more popular romance books that I've been seeing around like the last couple of years. It seems to be a second chance romance about these 2 people who I think spent like 7 days together in June or something, and then it's like years later and they're reconnecting, and I think they're both writers, so that's always fun, and I think they've been writing about each other throughout all these years or something, and now they're finally reconnecting. And I think that one of the main characters has a chronic illness, so it has some good representation. So looking forward to finally getting to this one too. And then finally, the 3rd book for that video is going to be Love Theoretically by Hazelwood, another romance. I have loved her previous romance books, so again, very excited for this one too. What I know about this one is, again, it's one of her STEMinist novels, so we're following a woman who works in STEM on the side because her job doesn't pay that well. She does some sort of like kind of escorting thing where she like pretends to date people, pretends to be their date. So she gets into some fake dating situations, and then I think her romantic lead is the brother of a guy she's fake dating, and then there's some lies and miscommunications and things that happen. What I'm really excited about in this book is the main character has type 1 diabetes, so I'm always looking out for books with type 1 rep. I think my book club book for this month is not yet decided, as always, so don't know what I'm reading for that yet. But for the rest of this video, I thought it would be fun to do another one of the fun little challenges to help pick the rest of the books that I read. I thought I would do something where music or like songs pick my TBR. So I was thinking that I would just go on Spotify, kind of hit shuffle on my likes, pick a book based on the songs. So this is something I think people have done before. I've never done something like this, but I'm gonna do it for 3 books. Hopefully it will work. I'm gonna try and pick it from my physical TBR like I have been doing throughout the year. The only thing is I feel like I have a lot of thrillers on my TBR, and I don't know if my songs are really gonna match those. Like, does Taylor Swift really match for like thrillers? Not really. So let's see what we can do. We might have to get creative here. Let's open Spotify on my laptop. I think I'm screen recording. So let's shuffle here. Hurricane by Flurry. Okay, you know what? I need to listen to the lyrics of this one to remember what this is about. Or maybe I should look up the lyrics of it. This is like a sad song. Okay, it might be leading to a romance or something. I can feel your heart hanging in the air. I'm counting every step as you climb the stairs. It's buried in your bones. I see it in your closed eyes. Turning in, this is harder than we know. We hold it in the most when we're wearing thin. Come in like a hurricane. I take it in real slow. The world is spinning like a weather vane, fragile and composed. Though I am breaking down again, I'm aching now to let you in. I'm sensing it's very angsty, and I'm sensing it's like a breakup book or just a very angsty romance. So oh gosh, let me look at my freaking physical TBR if there's something like this. Okay, you know what? This was the first book I picked up. I recently got this book, Radio Silence by Oseman. The main cover, she's kind of falling, kind of looks like there's a hurricane going on. And I don't think the romance is going to be like the main point of this book, but I don't really have a lot of romance on my physical TBR anyway. But there is this line. So our main character is Frances. Then she meets Alid, and for the first time, she's unafraid to be herself. So when the fragile trust between them is broken, Frances is caught between who she was and who she longs to be. Now she knows that she has to confront her past. So I feel like there's a little bit of angst between Frances and Alid and whatever kind of romance is going on here. Or is that a romance, or is it just a friendship? You know what? I'm going with it because even the cover, like, it's kind of like she's in a hurricane. I don't know. I'm kind of stretching here. Okay, next song on shuffle. I Found You by Andy Grammer. So this is going to be like potentially another kind of romance one. Let me look at the lyrics. On the way I was crowned the king. Oh, maybe a fantasy or like something. Felt the wind underneath my wings. I've been high and I've been low. Played the fool and the star of the show. Gone for a wild ride, and I could say looking in your eyes that it all would have been a waste, but I found you on the way. I found cynicism, I found criticism. I've been the zero, the hero, and I've been the villain. I've lost more than a heart could take, but I found you on the way, on the way. I found you, I found you. Oh, it would have been a waste, but I found you. Okay, I don't want to be boring about this, but why do I feel like this kind of fits for the Raven cycle? Especially mentioning of a king. Like, at this point that I'm filming this, I've only read the first Raven cycle book. I still plan to read the second one in August this month when I'm filming, but maybe this is meaning for me to pick up the third book because there is a romantic element. Maybe I should pull the book. So the third book would be Blue Lily, Lily Blue, but this series does have a romance, but it also has a lot of like found family aspects from what I can tell from the first book. So it could be like I found you, like they found each other, and it does kind of seem like in the song he's like going on a journey. It's like I've been the hero, I've been the zero, I've been the villain. Like I feel like that could kind of fit maybe for these characters. Like I assume they're gonna go through a lot, especially what's his face, Gansey, maybe from his point of view kind of. So maybe I just go with the third one and then I just kind of keep going with this series. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, third one. Pray for Me, The Weekend with Kendrick Lamar. What even is this one? Alright, we're gonna look at the lyrics again for this. I'm always ready for a war again. Fantasy maybe again? Go down that road again, it's all the same. I'm always ready to take a life again. You know I'll ride again, it's all the same. Tell me who's gonna save me from myself when this life is all I know. Tell me who's gonna save me from this hell. Without you I'm all alone. Who's gonna pray for me, take my pain for me, save my soul for me, cause I'm alone you see. I'm gonna die for you, I'm gonna kill for you, then I'll spill this blood for you. Hey, this is dramatic. I fight the world, I fight you, I fight myself, I fight God. Just tell me how many burdens left. I fight pain and hurricanes. Today I wept. This was an interesting one to pick. So, okay, I kind of get the vibe of the song from this. So it's something very dramatic. I feel like I need a main character that's like going through a lot. That's taking on a lot. But this is, Okay, so the first one that caught my eye is The King of Elfhame. Because I know this one's about Carden and it's like angsty about his upbringing. So I feel like it could be like Carden's point of view. Like, I'm going through all this like crazy stuff, like pray for me, save me from myself. I'm fighting the world, I'm fighting myself. Like, this is an option. But it's also like very thin. What else would be that dramatic? You know, I'm not really seeing anything else, so let's just go with this. That's kind of funny. I do think it's very much about Carden's struggles growing up and what he's been through, so I think it fits the song. If you don't know, this is like a little extra novella book that goes along with the Folk of the Air trilogy. So that's The Cruel Prince, which I read earlier this year and loved. But yeah, since this is so short, do you think we should pull another book? I'm kind of having fun with this. I thought it would be harder, but I've actually gotten kind of good songs. Let's just do one more. Okay, shuffle again. Me Too by Megan Trainor. Yikes, we might have finally hit our match here. So lyrics, ow. Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me, standing in the mirror. What's that icy thing hanging around my neck? That's gold. Show me some respect. If I was you, I'd want to be me too. I'd want to be me too. It's just about like a very confident woman. Do I have anything? Ooh. Wait a minute. Let me see if there's anything else. but I kind of love, okay, I kind of love this option. I literally just hauled this book today. I just bought this, but it kind of fits. So The Legacies by Jessica Goodman. This just came out. It's a YA thriller, and it is about these teenagers who go to this very elite private school. So I feel like this song could be like from their point of view, right? Like talking to all the other poor, ugly kids. Like, if I was you, I'd want to be me too. Like, I think it's gonna have that vibe of these kids who just like are really spoiled and think they're all that. Basically, they're gonna have this legacy ball, which is this very extravagant gala. It takes place in New York City, by the way. And we're following these certain characters. Of course, there's one girl who like doesn't fit in with the crowd. Like, she's a scholarship kid and all that. We gotta have one of those. And then yeah, so there's this ball, which I think is gonna be this great night, but then it ends up having a bunch of secrets come out, someone ends up getting murdered, and that kind of stuff. But I think this fits. And I think that's going to be the rest of my TBR. And this is kind of exciting. I feel really happy with this. So we've got Radio Silence by Alice Oseman to give us a little bit of angst, but you know, it is Alice Oseman, so I'm sure it will be uplifting at the end of the day. Blue Lily, Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater. We are continuing on with the Raven Cycle boys. I'm really happy about that this is not just a series I started and I'm, you know, never getting around to the rest of the books. So I think this was a good fit for I Found You with the whole found family stuff. Then we of course have I don't even think I said the name of this earlier. How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. I think this is a good fit for Pray For Me. That angst, that why me, pray for me. Cardan's hardships before the events of The Cruel Prince. And then ending with The Legacies by Jessica Goodman. If I were you, I'd want to be me too. Definitely fits for these rich kids that this is going to feature. So along with all those romances I talked about in the beginning, this is going to be my TBR. Let me know down below what you thought of any of these books. Did I pick good ones for the songs? And let me know if there's any other little fun challenge like that you would want me to do. I think I'm kind of running out of ideas for them because I've been doing different ones throughout the year. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and follow me on Goodreads and Instagram to keep up with me throughout the month. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!